Happy Monday, Coach. Happy Martin Luther King Day.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes,
Fantastic to be able to be with you on this day. And it's really a week of, a week where change is happening, where we can all be inspired. So fantastic to be with you today.
Yeah, I agree, man. I mean, well said, and still very hopeful on the future. And, today's a opportunity for us to reflect and appreciate the importance of community and togetherness and eliminating division, and looking forward to the inaugurational ceremony on Wednesday coming up as well, and the wonderful sense of community with RaceMob, and being able to move forward. And it's the beginning of the year. Lots in store for 2021.
And in our most recent podcast, we really talked about how far we've come in the last 6 months. It's hard to believe that we sat down for our first podcast episode back in June, maybe May, June, somewhere around
May.
that time
It was
frame.
into May, yeah.
And now we are 31, 32. We just recorded our 33rd episode on the RaceMob podcast, being able to hang out with you week after week, sharing inspirational stories, really. We've come so far. I mean, if you look at that first podcast episode and where we are now, it's incredible. And then we got to look forward to 2021, our goals for this year, and I think the amount of impact that we can have, and that this community can have on so many people, I mean, is just awe-inspiring. And I'm so thankful to be able to sit down and chat with you week after week. So thank you, Coach.
You're welcome. But we're thanking you because you thought of this wonderful platform to communicate, and putting an emphasis that everyone voice matters here. And that's very important when people aren't coming to the table with their own agendas, that we are for happier and healthier individuals, and doing our part just to connect people. Not always be the authority and always have all the answers, but just to connect people, and they can share their own unique stories, and us being able to learn some best practices. I mean, whether that be from favorite running routes, pictures of during our fitness activities, sharing recipes that really work for us, or sharing the challenges that we all encounter at some point during our health and wellness goal, and being able to offer a level of support or learn from somebody else is really cool. So I couldn't have a better seat at the table. I'm learning and having fun every single day, and hearing the stories of our community that is growing is great.
Yeah. It is absolutely fantastic. And, I think one of our biggest goals here in 2021 is helping inspire people to share their stories, as well as help coaches. We've had a number of guests on our podcast, a number of coaches, race directors, people who have products, and how do we connect them more? How do we take what we've learned from our podcast, from starting this YouTube channel, and help them grow influence? Because at the end of the day, you and I, we don't have to be the authority, as you mentioned, right? What we need to do is help take our learning, help others who might be the authority, help them spread their message. And, what better way than, this morning we had another expert on our podcast. We are launching a challenge with her, Tony Julian, 6-time entrepreneur, incredible author, fitness influencer. We are launching a 14-day challenge with Tony starting on February 1st. A cut the crap challenge. So what we're really inspiring our audience to do is cut the crap out of our diets for 14 days. It's only 14 days. We know that you can do it. And what do we mean by crap? Well, Tony really outlined it as sugars and processed sugars, so processed carbohydrates, the white breads and the white carbs, alcohol, as another item, and then saturated fats. So those three things, those are the three big things that we are cutting out of our diets for 14 days. You all can do it with us. We want everybody to be in there, and we want to help each other out throughout the process. So let's all cut the crap out of our diets. And Tony's been gracious enough to, one, donate prizes or a gift prize for the winner. We will have a drawing for those who do cut the crap with us. We'll also have some coaching service that we will raffle off to people who go cut the crap with us. But Tony's also helping us. She's got a recipe and a cookbook coming out. She's got all sorts of things coming out. So she is helping us both do the planning in advance, so know what to buy from the grocery stores in advance, help us with recipes, and we're all going to be in that journey all together. We're going to feel amazing after those 14 days. And you know what? It's just in time for Valentine's Day. So who doesn't want to look happier, healthier, sexier on Valentine's Day? So come cut the crap with us. We'll have a link down below on where you can join the challenge. It'll be a blast, guys.
Yeah, and it's a great way to complement what we really do is in helping people put in the work, helping them along their fitness journey with running or cross-training, strength training activities. But all of that type of work that is hard to do for some, hard for you to most, can be sabotaged if we can't manage the diet portion of this as well. We don't give the most benefit or optimizing everything if we can't put the workout component, the fitness component with the diet as well. And when you have both of those working together, because a lot of people say 80% of overall health and wellness is diet in nature and 20% of it is fitness activity. So if you're able to make those subtle tweaks, again, just removing sodas off or out of your daily consumption, subtle things like that, removing, processed foods, as you mentioned, those small changes can lead to big gains.
Absolutely. Yeah. And again, this isn't a calorie counting competition. What we're saying is all calories aren't created equal. So what we are trying to do is just eliminate some of those processed sugars and foods from our diet for 14 days. And, at the end of it, we think that everybody is just going to feel so much better. As you mentioned, Tony has this philosophy that in order for the body to be well, you've got to have three things that are well. One, your nutrition has to be on point. Two, movement and getting movement patterns and movement and activities into your lifestyle. That has to be an important piece of it. But the third piece of it is really around spirituality. And we had a really deep conversation this morning about your why, about, running being a meditative practice, about you being able to tap into that soulfulness, right? And fulfilling that deep down spirituality. So I love the conversation this morning. I think if you guys join the challenge, sure, we will be talking about those other two pieces, right? The nutrition piece, the movement piece, but we'll also be supporting each other along the way and really trying to fulfill that third piece, that spiritual piece. So I can't wait for this challenge. I'm super, super excited about it.
Yeah. And how, as you said, a calorie, and Tony as well, a calorie is not just a calorie. There are certain foods that really feed your soul, that nourish your soul as well. Greens, some real grains, things along those lines that feed you internally, and then being able to marry that when you are out exercising, if you're getting out on a nice trail on a sunny day, and all those energies coming together, being able to harness them and carry that good innate momentum when you're plugged into a community as well, moving the same way. It just takes on an energy of its own that again is helping you being one step closer to a better, healthier, happier you.
And we can't wait for you to be in there because we want to give you those high fives, the DAP when you guys do the right thing, eat the right food, and it's so much better, it's so much more fun when a community is involved. So come join the challenge, and we can't wait to see you guys there. So link down below. All right. And with that, we want to get into new members. We've got a ton of new members who have signed up to RaceMob through the site and through, various avenues and various programs. So I want to give you guys daps and props. We're coming out with new emails for you, new members, to show you guys if you're interested in training plans and training programs and how you can get connected on one-on-one coaching with Coach B or our group training programs coming up. We'll have all of the links down below and behind the scenes, as I talked about during our RaceMob Goals podcast, we are working on a RaceMob Race Directory 2.0, and so want to find out who's interested in running races, what type of data or what type of details about races are you most interested in, so that we can build the best possible race directory on the internet. So we'll have some links, some emails for you new members. So excited to have you guys on board. And with that, we also want to get to birthdays. A number of birthdays today, Coach. You want to give some shout outs and some happy birthdays?
Yes. Let's see here. VP Victoria has a birthday on the horizon. Early happy birthday to her. Also, Patrick, one of our RaceMob and Too Legit members, has a birthday on the horizon as well. Continue to, one challenge each year, each birthday. Can you be healthier and happier than the previous year? That's one thing that I've tried myself over the last couple of years to embrace. Okay, last year, assessing where I was at. This year, in March, when I turn 52, will I be healthier than the previous year? That's a challenge to everybody. Each year, can you level up? And it is possible. I've seen it, and I'm sure we'll see that with other community members as well.
Yeah, and it's incredible. We've had so many guests on the podcast that have gotten stronger, healthier with age. We just had Scott on the podcast that will launch this Thursday, and he was worried, hey, am I reaching the end of my life cycle, of being able to run at 59? And, no. The answer is no, right? Will Turner on the podcast, 60 Ironmans at the age of 60, 105 within those 2 years, Ironman distance triathlons. Had Bob Anderson on the podcast, 74, founder of Runner's World, still keeping after it. And Tony this morning in her 60s and crushing it, right? Winning a body figure competition at the age of 48, 49, against people that were 20 years her younger. Yeah, half her age. So guys, take your birthday and really, as Coach said, can you get healthier with each birthday? Can you make some changes and improve your health each and every year? So fantastic words, Coach. Love it. Okay, and with that, we've got some virtual races up here on the calendar. Of course, we have to mention Taji 100 miles in the month of February. Come get it, guys. This is one of those events that, Coach, you are co-chair of, and we've seen so many fantastic stories over the years of people really using this challenge as motivation to change their life and improve their life in so many ways. So there's both a paid challenge if you want to get that amazing medal and shirt, as well as the free challenge if you just want to get them in there and put those miles in and be part of a fantastic community.
Yeah, and you hit the nail right on the head. Community. That's the one fantastic thing about Taji 100 is the mission is profound and benefiting Team RWB, but the support. And it's a month-long challenge. It's not a race where you just go out and, okay, I did that 5K and I'm done. And what do I do next? Or I finished that 10K. I finished that half marathon. It is a month-long event where you have to get up with purpose and put in the work. There's consistency. There's just a deeper level of appreciation. And, the community that is not regional, it is coast to coast, it is worldwide. We have people in other countries in basically all 50 states, and just can't wait till February 1st.
Absolutely. Yeah, I can't wait either. That is going to be a blast. And I'm going to put other upcoming races up here. We have Sasquatch Road Trip, We had Matt Forsman on our podcast to talk about this really inventive, interesting event where he is taking you along a story along the entire way. We have Run Local's Mileage Challenge, both the 408K, so that's 408 kilometers, 253 miles, as well as 408K is coming up. That 8K event is coming up here in February. So go register for that event. They put on some fantastic events throughout the year. We also have an event or a challenge that is gaining popularity amongst your community. That's the MUTT, the MUT Challenge, 50K, 13.1, so a half marathon. Talk to us a little bit about that challenge, February 1st through April 30th.
Yeah, it gives you the opportunity. And the courses are mapped out. Certainly the 50K courses here in the South Bay. But the cool thing, much like Taj 100, it benefits a charitable organization supporting canines. And I know you are an avid pet lover with your
I run with my doggy, with Kia.
Yeah. So you can, I mean, if you're able to get out on the trails and bring your pup along with you, that's a great way to, where everyone's staying active in the process as well. So, and there's a group that are doing the half marathon and also doing the 50K portion between February 1st and April 30th. And the real cool thing is, I think it's one registration fee, but you can do the distance as many times as you would like. So you sign up for the 50K, you can do it on more than one occasion. So again, food for thought.
Awesome. And we do want to let people know that we are hosting happy hour this entire month of January and potentially beyond. But we had, 10, 11 people this last Friday just chilling, talking about stories, talking about racing and running, and we will have a link down below. So come join us this Friday. We welcome you. We welcome the opportunity to listen to your stories, to hear some incredible, people are just telling us some fantastic stories. And that's one of the reasons why Scott was on the podcast. I mean, he will be on this podcast this upcoming Thursday, open heart surgery to running. I mean, there's no more inspirational story than this guy was so close to death and able to get a new lease on life, able to tell his running story. He's also starting his new YouTube channel, and we're helping him along the way. So thank you, Scott, for sharing that story. Come join us for this happy hour. We love to just hang out and listen to your guys' stories. All right, and question of the day. Well, question of the day comes about because we just broke down Seth James Moore's recent run at his half marathon over in Naples, Florida. So the question of the day for you is, do you have a race day tip for our audience? So, something that, hey, come race day, and we might not have a lot of live races these days, but we do still have a lot of virtual races. Do you have a race day tip that you like to share with the rest of the RaceMob audience? Comment down below. Let us know what that race day tip is, and yeah, we love to chat with you down below. So with that, we want to say thank you guys for tuning in. If you like this content, give us a thumbs up. It really helps us out, and it helps the YouTube algorithm. And subscribe to our channel for more information like this. Thank you guys. Appreciate it.